Hello, guys. How are you How are you doing today? You're welcome to another episode of the Otumba Adams Show. My name remains Adams Olafimilajide, and you are welcome. You're welcome. How was your week? How has been the weather wherever you are, wherever you're watching from? How's been the weather? A few days back, the Hamatan came back very, very strong, and it's been so cold and so harsh. But then we move like we we have to what's it called, make do with what we have. So get a duvet, get something. At least in my own case, like I work midnight when it's really really chilly, and I think I've actually gotten used to it. So how has been the weather at your end? Is it as cold as it is here? If you're watching from anywhere in the world, how's the weather over there? Hope you guys are having fun. Hope your week has been great. Hope you've been impacting lives. How are you? Okay, my week has been great. My week has been wonderful. I went for an O1 bed today. If I had to stand up, okay, wait, let me stand up. I know this is live, but let me stand. Let me show you guys. See, I'm still wearing the I'm still wearing the trouser I wore down to the wedding. One of the guys in my department got married today. Um, Olabi Emmanuel. Congratulations, bro. I was privileged to be there. It held here in Akure, so some of us that were in town went there, and it was actually fun. It was really, really fun. It was good seeing his face again after a very long period of time. It was really interesting. Hey, Motolade from Lagos, thank you for being a part of the show. Thank you for being a part of the show. So I was saying that I I I went for an Owambe this week, and it was really, really, really fun. At least I saw old faces. I saw one of my colleagues that I had not seen in 11 years. Like, it was very nostalgic. We got talking, and he's actually in my apartment at the moment. He's in the next room. He's he's waiting for me to finish this broadcast. So that's how my week was. So how was your week? You know how we do it. You put your name, you put your location in the comment section. Let us know where you are from. John Uwa, greetings to you, my brother. Greetings to you also. John Uwa happens to be my secondary school mate. Is there anybody else out there that would want to introduce themselves? Please let me know where you're from. Put your name, put your location in the comment section. I can actually see our guest right now. She's chilling. She's chilling. She's smiling. She's waving at me. I'm waving at you too. I'm waving at you. Who is saying I should give you guys jollof? Like, please, please. Let me even talk about jollof at weddings. I don't know why people do it. Like, I have no idea. If they're not sabi your face, they know they give person food. Why? Why? Nigerian weddings, why? Why? Like, we literally had to hustle for, okay, no, not literally. The servers were actually doing their job, but you know how Nigerian factor comes in, like somebody would not hijack them and try to like serve their own friends and tell them that like, okay, serve this table first, serve that table first, but leave these people out. Do you get? Oh man, we have to fight for our food. I cannot go for my guy's wedding and I no go chop. Say waiting happen now. Nah, umba. All right, so Macaulay is from Lagos. Thank you for being a part of the show. Zika from Enugu. Thank you for being a part of the show, Zika. All right. Macaulay, now so you take bill, like you need to connect for Jollof, man. Like it is never easy trying to like hustle for the food and everything else. But then we thank God it was a wonderful wedding. I am glad he's married now, and he is a doctor at the moment. He was the only guy in my set that had a first class. Very brilliant dude. I respect him a lot, and I'm happy for him. Happy married life, Emmanuel. Success ahead. All right. So who else is there? Who else is watching us right now? Who else would like to introduce themselves? Okay, before I bring in our guests. Before I bring in our guest, I would quickly talk about our guest before I read the little Chonkolo profile that she left for me in the DM. I'm sure she'll probably be smiling right now. Bisola, I told you, like, give me extra, extra things to talk about, but then you did not give it to me. But then that doesn't matter, right? So I met this young lady, our spokesperson for today, on a WhatsApp group, right? Years back when we were into importation, and everybody was trying to like link up with everybody that was into the business, so that like if anything new comes up, or new products or new things that I could actually talk about, or the problems we face while trying to like import things from China, we could actually discuss it on the group, and that was where I met Bisola. I never knew that like she had just graduated then. I'm not sure. Have you graduated then? I don't know. Anyway, I did as a last point in time, like were introduced, or like I was introduced to her by a mutual friend who has gone to be with the Lord now. May her soul rest in peace. I was introduced to her, and I and Bisola started chatting. We got to know each other better. I got to realize that like this is a fantastic lady that is eager to grow, and she wouldn't take a no for an answer. She was always yearning to be better than yesterday, and it actually like got me interested in her. Aside from all the other jokes that like we crack in the corner of our corridor those years. Anyway, Bisola has been a very fantastic lady, and I was happy for her some years back when she got her Canadian visa and she left the country for Canada to work and become a citizen there. And I thought to myself that, okay, it would actually be a great idea to bring her on the show so that we can talk about how one can get a visa to Canada. For those of you that would be interested in doing that. For those of you that would not be watching right now, okay, because I know that like not everybody's going to be live watching me right now. A lot of you tend to like come back to watch the replay. Okay, so that's the story behind Bisola. So let me get the small thing that Bisola gave to me. Oh, okay. So let's see those that are present. I have Temitope James. She says she's present. Welcome aboard. Olaniran Phillips. I have not seen this dude in 11 years since you graduated. Where have you been, bro? Where have you been? It's good. It's good to see you on the show. Thank you for being a part of the show. I would really love to see you someday. I'm in Akure, by the way, just in case if you're in town, like you want us to hang out. Okay. Thank you for being a part of the show. So let me quickly read the stuff that like Bisola gave to me, and we would be, then we'll get started. Okay. So Bisola, popularly known as Wiz Queen. Okay. So if you go on Nairaland, if you go on Twitter, if you search on YouTube, you'd actually like if you search Wiz Queen, WHIZ, then Queen, right? You would see her profile, like very lovely lady. She's a Canadian permanent resident who lives and works in Toronto, Canada. Did I call it right? Toronto. Anyway, who lives and works in Toronto, Canada. She is a young and vibrant youth who is passionate about sharing helpful information to people about Canadian immigration, lifestyle and wealth management. Pardon me, please. She has participated in several online and offline symposia on issues relating to immigration to Canada. Aside from that, she had her icon at a very young age. She's a chartered accountant. Like this girl she's all brains and beauty, man. Like, babe, are they happy for you? I hope they shine your teeth. I don't know if you see you, may I look you at it? Okay, yes, I can see your teeth now. All right, then. So, without further ado, hey, thank you, bro. We have Joshua from Akure. Yeah, thank you for being a part. That should be in here, right? Next. Anyway, without further ado, I would like to bring our spokesperson up. Please put your hands together for this lovely, for this beautiful, this smart, this delectable, babe. I know they toast you. I just hype you. This. I beg, English don't finish from my mouth though. Anyway, please put your hands together for Bisola Wiz Queen. Hello, Bisola.
I'm clapping for myself.
Yeah, I'm also clapping for you. So, what's up? How are you doing? I'm good.
How are you doing? Nice
I am fine.
It's nice coming up here and joining you on this show. I'm always
thank you.
in the comments, spamming your comments all the time, and it's a pleasure to join you here today.
Yeah. Like I've actually seen you joining on the live show one time, and I was like pleased when I saw you. I was like, yay, my friend is here to support me. Whoop whoop. I can't see it.
You know the vibes.
Opo, yeah. Okay, so okay, sorry, somebody's here with us. Temilola Abudu, thank you for being a part of the show. Thank you. So how has life been for you? Well, let's start from the weather. How is the weather over there?
It's always cold. Everyone knows.
How do you guys cope, really? Like, how do you guys cope?
We're managing. Let me see what the weather is for today right now. Like right now. So right now the weather is okay. It's -7.
Like how can -7 be okay? Like really? How can -7 be okay?
So
how can -7 be okay?
The weather is actually really good today and it's sunny outside, so
at -7.
Yeah, it's actually very nice, to be honest. I'm not actually playing with you right now. There's
Hold
not
on,
right now it should be about -15.
Let me check Akure's weather at the moment. Let me check Akure's
probably -35. I'm sorry, 35.
Yeah, 35 degrees Celsius.
Exactly. I know Lagos
like Harmattan harsh, it is harsh. I'm kind of sweaty, but then the weather is still harsh. It's cold outside. I had to like cover everywhere so that like we wouldn't have echo coming in to the live broadcast. So okay, so let's dive into what we have for today. Okay. All right. So would you like to tell us how your journey was, like you getting your own visa? How did you go about it? Let's start from there.
Okay, first of all, I think I should just introduce myself again. You already did the introduction, but let me just
add all the Jara that I missed out. Add all the Jara.
Yeah, you were trying to say I became a chartered accountant at a young age. Yeah, that's right. I became a chartered accountant at the age of 22. I graduated school at 19 actually. I graduated in my BSc, Bachelor in Finance at 19. I also made my first 1 million naira at 20. From the business and mini importation, I moved to Canada at 23.
Great. Like you've been doing awesome things for yourself. And before you left the country, you started a YouTube channel, yeah?
Yeah, I did. So I started a YouTube channel to share information to people about, because I realized a lot of things most of the things I learned in my lifetime so far, I learned from the internet, and I realized a lot of people are missing out on things that are available on the internet. So I just thought, okay, maybe if there's a chance to make those information in video format, would it be easier for people to understand, and maybe it would be easy for them to be able to work with a video than maybe just reading up things. People get bored when they're reading schoolwork or even or even just their chats. So I came up with the idea of doing a video, a YouTube channel, and sharing information using videos. So I started my YouTube channel. Then when I moved to Canada, it got even bigger because I started to share information on how to migrate to Canada, life in Canada, and all that fun stuff. My YouTube channel now I have
over 10,000.
Yeah, over 11,000 subscribers right now.
Whoa, nice.
For 11,000 subscribers to be on my channel means I'm doing something right, I guess. So
you definitely
have. I moved to Canada in 2019. Yeah, 2019. I moved as a permanent resident. I moved to Ontario, Toronto precisely. That's because that's where most people go to. And it's the Lagos of Canada. It's very busy. There are a lot of job opportunities here. There are a lot of Nigerians as well. There are it's fun here, a lot of activities and all, and it's not as cold as some other places in Canada as well.
Really?
So yeah, it's not as cold as some other places in Canada right now. They're like -40 or -30. So -7 is still very okay. I'd rather be here than there. So anyway, I moved to Canada in 2019 as a permanent resident, like I said. And I came into Canada under the Federal Skilled Worker Program. I have a video on most of my immigration process, how much it costs, on my YouTube channel. If anyone likes, they can always check that up. But I'll just do a brief summary here as well.
Yeah, summary here. We're going to do summary then. Like, I'm going to leave a link to your YouTube channel for them to check, or like leave your name before we finish this whole program, so that like they can check you out on your YouTube
channel. Information as to the process, how to go about it, if you want to do yours, how much it costs, what do you need, and all that. Definitely check out my YouTube channel. Otherwise, my own process. I started the process in 2018. Initially, I never wanted to move out of Nigeria. Like, I just felt Nigeria is home, nothing else. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
And business was doing well. I had a job, I had a business, I had a dog, my family's okay, everything is going well for me. But then I got to that point where I wasn't satisfied anymore. Like, of course, we are human beings, and we are, per human nature, we are insatiable beings. So I eventually got like to that point where I wasn't satisfied with what I had anymore and I wanted something more. So I
Okay.
started to feel like what I wanted, there were lots of limitations in Nigeria. I
Okay.
went to start a Shopify business. I couldn't have a PayPal account. I wanted to start that business. I couldn't open this account and all that stuff. So
All those
checking,
bottlenecks that we always have in Nigeria as a business person.
yeah, so there were a lot of limitations for me. And I just saw myself bigger than what I could achieve in Nigeria. Then I started to think, okay, looks like a lot of people are migrating out of Nigeria right now, and Canada is a hot place where people are going to. My cousin encouraged me to try to go to the US as a student. And I thought of it like, okay, that's a good option because US is like, there's a lot of money to be made in the US. But then
Okay.
the reason why I decided to move out of Nigeria was beyond money because to me, I felt I was okay in Nigeria financially. So I wanted more from life than just money. That was why I didn't choose the option to go to the US. I wanted something that would give me peace of mind. I wanted a city or a place that I'll be happy, I can achieve my dreams, and even get a lot more from myself. Then I had the option of looking out for Australia or Canada. I went online, I started to read up on the processes, and turns out Canada is actually easier to settle in than Australia. Then I choose Canada. I read up on what we are required to qualify for the program. Then I chose Express Entry Program. So I came into Canada under the Federal Skilled Worker Program as a permanent resident. I
Okay.
applied. So the first thing I needed to do was to do the English language assessment test. That's what it's called, IELTS or IELTS. And I
Okay.
did
So
that.
the first thing for them to do is the IELTS, right?
Yeah. So
They
you
need
have
to
to
write
do,
the IELTS.
yeah, English language.
Okay.
So I did that one and I also did my credential assessment. I used WES to that's WES to assess my credential. So basically you're just trying to translate your current degree or your Nigerian degree to a Canadian one. That way they are going to compare are they equivalent or um, what equivalency do you have from your Nigerian degree in Canada? So that
Okay.
way they were able to translate that, oh, my Nigerian bachelor's was equivalent to a Canadian bachelor's as well. And that
Okay.
was acceptable for immigration. Then I started my immigration process. I signed up on IRCC's website, that's Immigrations and Citizenship Canada. I signed up on their website, created my profile, put in my name, my date of birth, all those good stuff, and uploaded
Okay.
my documents. So the process works like this. When you sign up and you create your profile, you indicate the interest that you're trying
So
to.
can I quickly cut you short? Can you tell me the name of the website again so that I can put it on the screen for people to see?
It's Canada. So the thing is, Canada government website is canada.ca, and it
Okay.
depends on what you want to do on that website. If you are going for taxes, if you're trying to immigrate, there are different things you can do on that website. So if you just go to canada.ca, you would have all the information you need there. So once you
Okay.
go to
Okay.
canada.ca, then you choose: are you going for immigration? Then you click on immigration. Are you trying to register a business? Of course, you're not in Canada yet, so you're not registering a business, but it's
Okay.
immigration and citizenship under canada.ca.
Okay. 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 Please continue. I cut you
Okay,
short. So
so I
you did
signed
your
up for the
profile?
program. What did you say?
You said you did your profile on the website.
Yeah, yeah. I created my profile on the website. I put in all my documents, my information. And so the way the program that I applied for works is for all the qualifications you have, your certificates,
Hmm.
your education, your language assessment, and your age and all those stuff, you get a point based on what your profile is. And
Okay.
from those points, depending on the point you have at any point in time that you join the pool, they would send invitation every other week sometimes, and sometimes it could be once a month. They will send invitation out to people to apply based on the score that they have in the pool at that point in time. So
Okay.
it's like a comprehensive ranking tool. And once you have like the minimum score that we're invited for that week, then you get an invitation to apply to come to Canada as a permanent resident.
Okay.
So I joined the pool, I created my profile, then that was after I definitely did my English language test and my credential assessment. So I joined the pool, created my profile, and after about a week, I think, I got my invitation to apply to come to Canada because I had like a good score in the pool at that point.
Okay.
So after I got my invitation, I uploaded my documents. It took about the entire process for me from initiation to the end took about 8 months, and the most part of it was because my Nigerian school took the most time. Like they took about 5 months to send my documents, but
Now,
the main
wow.
processing time,
Now,
I
wow.
swear, the main processing time for the program that it took me about just 3 months,
Okay.
so roughly about 8 months in total. But 5 months of it went to because my school did not send my transcript on time. So yeah,
Man.
that was the next step. I sent my one after I got the invitation to apply, I uploaded all my documents and submitted my application. Then yeah, then I did my medical test as well. They would ask you to
Okay.
do medicals. So I did my medical test and I
Are
also
there
did
are
my
there certain hospitals you have to like use if you want to do your medical test?
yeah, so there are specific clinics in Nigeria that you have to do your
Okay.
medicals that is acceptable
Okay.
by Immigrations Canada. So
Okay.
I did my what's it called? My medicals there. I also did my biometrics as well. Biometrics, once you're applying, you have to pay for biometrics. And
Okay.
I did my biometrics as well. And after about 2 months of my biometrics, I got the letter, yay, you've been accepted. Send your passport for your visa.
Congratulations.
Send your passport for your visa. Then I got my visa and I stayed in Nigeria after about like I got my visa in May. I left
Okay.
Nigeria in September. So that's probably like 4 months ish. So it took me
Okay.
after I got my visa, I left Nigeria 4 months later and I decided to leave. Yeah.
Cool.
Travel
Cool.
to
Cool.
Canada
Cool.
as a permanent resident.
Cool. Cool.
And when
Cool.
I got
Cool.
to the airport, they said, "Welcome to Canada. Well, we hope you like it here and you make this place your home." And they stamped my passport. I'm like, "Oh my god!
Wow.
Don't worry, I
Wow.
already like it here."
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, so I realized that like not everybody would have uh, a degree, right, for them to leave the country with. Are there other programs meant for people that are skilled? Let's say they are artisans, they are mechanics, electrician. Are there programs for them to also migrate to Canada?
Yeah, definitely. There's a program called Federal Skilled Trade Program. So the same way we
Okay.
have Federal Skilled Worker Program, we also have Federal Trades Program. That program
Okay.
is for people that basically have technical skills that are not like academic in quotes. So if you have like skills in general labor and all those good stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like artists, creatives generally, and work and all those stuff. So you can apply under that program. You just have to like, you know how I think in Nigeria we have like a technical school. It's
Mm-hmm.
not,
Yeah.
it's not a unit, it's not a poly, but they provide technical education. I used to know
I
one.
taught in one when I served in Niger State.
Yeah, okay, cool. So so those schools, once you have a certificate from a school like that, they would
Okay.
accept it for immigration. So
Okay.
that way you can prove that you actually learned this skill that you are coming to offer in Canada. So that's the program that is currently available for people that are not having skilled education.
Okay. So my next question is this: for as many that let's say they are too old, right? Like for someone like myself that is in my 30s, I heard that like it is much more difficult for someone of our caliber to be able to move over to Canada. How can we go about it to be able to like get visa easier? I don't know if you get what I'm trying to like
Yeah, yeah, I
you were in
understand.
your 20s, right? You were in your 20s and it was easier for you to like move down to Canada. But for those that are above 30, I was told, right, that it's harder for them to move over to Canada. So is there anything for them that makes it
Yeah,
easier?
okay.
Even if when they are not married though, even when they're not married.
Okay, sure. So
All right.
I actually know someone that just got permanent residence in Canada. She's still in
Okay.
Nigeria right now. She's just going to travel to Canada soon. She got her permanent residency application approved last December of 2020. So that's
Okay.
not far along, and she's 52.
Whoa.
If it's someone
I,
that I heard that somebody say, then I'll be like, oh, somebody said, but it's someone that I actually know. So she's 52. So what that means is it's very possible. Is it challenging? Yes. Is it impossible? No.
no.
It's very
Okay.
difficult. It might be challenging, but it's not something that is impossible. I would say people should take it up as a challenge to see what they can improve on and help themselves get better scores than just conclude that it's not possible.
Okay. Okay. Talking about this course now, what are the main things they look at? What are the main factors, the criteria that tends to give you higher points?
So
I don't know.
basically,
I've not really tried before, so I'm just asking,
mhm.
like, what are the various things that like people can need to put
So
into consideration?
if you have like higher education, it definitely helps. So if you have like a master's, a PhD, and that definitely helps you get that way you're able to max the points you can get in education. For education, you can
Okay.
get up to 135, and that is
Okay.
if you have the highest education, which could be a professional degree or a PhD. But masters is also good as well. So definitely education helps. If you have the maximum score in your English language test,
Okay.
that would also help. If you're doing the English language listing, sorry, if you're doing IELTS, that
Mm-hmm.
one, the maximum score you can get is 9. So if you get up to a band 9, that one also helps your score in the pool. Then also, if you have a second language, I don't know if a lot of people out there knows this, but Canada is a bilingual country. We speak
French and English, I guess.
English and French.
Okay.
So if you have knowledge in skill, if you have skills in French or you know how to communicate in French, you can also take. You can also
I don't. I don't like that language.
I actually love French. I love the French accent. They have this.
Okay, like the thing for me with French is that like while I was in secondary school, we had this teacher, the French teacher. Then like he was very very mean. When I say mean, like he would make you squeeze yourself into your chair. Like you have to squeeze your whole body into your chair, and like he will flog you. Like that was how he used to punish
That's
his.
terrible.
Yeah,
I
like
feel
that
like
was like torture.
a lot of things has to be improved in the education system in Nigeria. To be honest, you can't torture someone
Sincerely,
to learn. You can't.
sincerely, like you can't try that over there. You cannot,
Okay,
like they're not
you
born you
can't torture
make,
someone to
make
learn.
you try that kind of thing.
Even
Like
if
you'll
it's
be
your child, you can't do that.
sincerely speaking. And okay, yeah, aside from that, any other points
Yeah. So
again? French, I'll
definitely,
try to learn French, but not now.
if you take French exam, if you take the exam in
Okay,
French, the same way you take the English language test, there's also the one for French. That would also help. And if you have like over 3 years of work experience, because for you
okay,
to apply for the program, you need minimum of 1 year worth of work experience. So if you
okay,
have over 3 years of work experience, that way you're also able to maximize the points that you can get from work experience. Then lastly, if you are able to get a nomination from a specific province in Canada, say for instance your occupation is in high demand in that province, and you apply to that province that, or you indicated interest in that province that, okay, say for instance, let me say, I don't know, people are not really familiar with Canada, so I'll just say British Columbia, for instance, and
okay,
you are currently working as a software developer, and they could have on their website saying, oh, they need more software developers in British Columbia. So if you indicated in your profile that you want to go to British Columbia now, they could send you a nomination once you meet all the requirements. Then that nomination, once you get that from that province as well, it boosts your chance, because that way Canada government or Immigrations Canada can see that this person already has a destination and there is a need for this person here. So that way it also increases your point.
okay. So I have a question now. Like let me take myself as an example. Right, I graduated like 11 years back, 2010, studied mechanical engineering, but I am no longer in the mechanical engineering line. Right, I've been into business all this while. Is there anything for a business owner to use if he wants to move over there?
Yeah, sure. So, if you want to use your work experience as self-employed, it's definitely accepted. You still have to do your credential assessment for your education.
Okay.
Um, you have to do that. That's a mandatory requirement. So, but you can say your work experience is self-employed. You just have to provide documents and proof to back up your claim that you actually did that business that you said that you said that you did. So if you said let me say that you are running mini importation business, you had a store. Okay, do you have a website to say that you are selling those stuff? Did you register your business? Do you have a business bank account? Did you supply goods to specific companies or what have you that they can provide references to say yes, they actually worked with you? Did you have
Okay.
like proposals that you sent to people that were accepted, or did you have contracts or offer? So you just have to provide proof of those things. Those things would be able to support and back up your claim that you had or self-employed work experience.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Any other thing that like you would like to add? Because I think I okay. Sorry, one more question. Something just came to my head now. You said something about software designing, like probably a particular province being in need of a software designer. Now, if I were to learn a skill that has to do with software design or anything digital, right? Does that give me an edge also?
So
Or do I have to like provide like a kind of certification that like I studied this thing or I have passed the exam relating to this particular skill?
most of the time, another good thing about Canada is they
Hmm.
don't necessarily count your academic qualification. It helps to a long extent, like to a wide extent, whatever education you have, it really helps you. But
Okay.
Canada doesn't really pay attention to those things. They pay attention to the actual skills you have. Are you able to show us that you know this thing? Did you actually work for any company as a software developer or whatever skill that you said you learned by yourself? So your skill or your work experience will take you farther than education or academic qualification will take you in Canada.
Okay. So say for instance, like myself that has the Animators Hub, I have a website. I have portfolio of the jobs I've done for other clients. Would that be like something I can use to tender as a skilled person?
You can use something like that, but there are also different NOCs. That's another thing. There are different categories for each jobs. So if
Okay.
you want to say you were self-employed, that's fine. What kind of business were you running? You have to be able to prove that. If it falls under the acceptable NOC code, then you can use it to apply because not all self-employed businesses would count. So if you are like a caterer now, that would count. That helps. I've seen someone that came to Canada as a caterer, and it was the same program I did that she did as well. But if you are
Wow.
like a roadside seller or you're just a common business owner that
Ready agegere,
if
buy
you're just
butter
like a common
bread.
if you're like a common business owner that doesn't have a registered business, you don't have a business bank account, you don't have like anything to show for it, it would be really difficult for you to prove, even though you've been doing that business for several years, it would be really difficult to prove that you actually had that business. Or Canada would also think that what value would that business bring to us in Canada? So if like your skill now, you have an animation skill, it's definitely going to be in demand here in Canada. So
Yeah.
they also look at skills that would be considered valuable here, and that would be what they would want for you to be able to bring here.
Okay, that's great. That's great. That's great. Do you have any other like options? Okay, people that want to come in through education. Let's talk about that.
So people that want to migrate to Canada as a student, so student visa is actually called temporary residency visa here.
Okay.
It's temporary because you have to find something else after that. Student visa is not an actual; it's a status, but it's not a permanent status. So if you want to come to Canada as a student, first thing you have to do is to find a school. You need to apply to a school that you want to go study there. Then once you find a school, you apply to that school and you gain admission there. They would give you an admission letter,
Okay.
right? So with that admission letter, you can now apply for your visa to on the immigration's website. You apply for a study permit or a study visa, as most people would call it. So but the most important thing you need to apply for a study permit is the admission letter from an institution. And most times, it's always recommended you go for an institution that is a designated learning institution. This is because those are the only institutions that Government of Canada accepts when you want to apply for a postgraduate work permit. So that's the work permit that people use after school to work.
Okay, okay, that is wonderful. All right. Any other thing? Because I don't want to keep you. I know that like you are headed somewhere, and you have like a mini
Yeah,
O1 there in
yeah.
Canada. So,
It's always
do
gonna
you
be
have any
there.
other thing for us? Is that?
We always have to do something. It's weekend. I mean, we've been working all week, Monday to Friday. So Saturday and
Like
Sunday just for chilling and vibes.
whoop whoop, like
Uh,
that kind of thing.
yeah, partying. I really miss Niger party sha and jollof rice.
Yeah. Niger Jollof. You see, I had Niger Jollof today. Let me prepare you small. I had Niger Jollof. Even though we had to struggle for it, even
Um,
though we had somebody was saying something earlier, and I need to like pull it out. I didn't post it then. He said that like sorry, everything in Nigeria is by connection, including getting food at weddings.
I
Like
swear, I swear,
first
you
of
need to know somebody to bring food for you.
don't worry. When next somebody's coming from Nigeria, they will bring Nigerian jollof for you. I'm
That's
sure
why
like
it's not jollof here. It's not just the same. Like that party jollof that has that burnt,
the
that's
burnt
fire.
like under the cocoa that like they will scrape and like they will try.
That's the one I need.
I understand.
Yeah, now you see some people they even cook jollof rice inside oven, and you're like, what? That's not how
Like
jollof rice is supposed to be made, bruh.
like who they do that kind of thing now? Who they do that kind of thing? Who they do that kind of thing? Who they do that kind of thing? All right, so let me not hold you down. Thank you, Bisola, for being a part of the show. If you would like to find Bisola either on Instagram, on Twitter, on what other platform are you? YouTube,
YouTube.
right?
YouTube
Yes.
is actually my main platform, to be honest.
Yeah, it's your number one platform. Just search for her as Wiz Queen. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Wait,
Any YouTube as well.
has YouTube given you that privilege to use youtube.com/Wiz Queen? Have they given you that privilege? Okay, so let me type it out properly. Right. YouTube. In just a moment. .com/is in. Okay. So while we're at it, if you are in the audience and you have a question for Bisola, I think we'll be able to take two questions. We'll just wait for like a minute or two. If you have a question for Bisola, right, just put it in the comment section and I would put it up on the screen for Bisola to respond to. Bisola, please bear with us. There might actually be like a 10 seconds lag for anybody that wants to like type in their question, right, for it to appear.
Yeah, that's fine. In the meantime, let me just add a little more things. I know a
Okay.
bunch of people in Nigeria trying to travel to Canada now, and I know there are
Okay.
also a group of people in Nigeria that think, "Oh, Nigeria is the best. They don't want to travel." It's okay. I mean, whatever decision you want to make, it's totally up to you. If you
True.
want to move to Canada, fine, try to move to Canada. But if you also think, "Oh, Nigeria is where you'd be to be great," or "Nigeria is where your future lies," that's also fine. There are people in Canada that come to Canada and they say Canada is not meant for them and they move out. Like they move back to Nigeria or other countries. There are also people that they came to Canada from Nigeria and they still weren't able to like have a successful, a better life. So it's all different. It's different for everybody, and you also need to understand the why. That's the most important thing. Are you trying to migrate to Canada because of more money? Are you trying to migrate to Canada because you want to get a better life, a job, or a good career prospect? Just make sure you understand the why you are trying to do this. Then that way, that would also be a good source of inspiration for you to keep pushing just whenever you get tired or frustrated.
Okay, so we have our first question right now. Ojuade Tawakalitu Oluwaseun said that like, is IELTS a must to get Canada visa? Is it a must to have IELTS for you to be able to like get into Canada?
Okay, like I mentioned earlier, if you are going, there are two residency in Canada pretty much. So you can
Okay.
either be a permanent resident or a temporary resident. If
Okay.
you're trying to immigrate to Canada, that is what is called permanent residency. But if you're trying to just visit Canada, you can visit as a student or you can visit as a visitor. That is temporary residency. So if you are going for a permanent visa, like immigration or permanent residency, you have to do IELTS. It's a must. But if
Okay.
you're going for temporary residency, like study permits, visiting visa, or something, then you don't have to do it. It's not required. Some schools would ask you to do the English language test to get admission, but it's not
Okay.
mandated for people from English speaking countries. So for immigration, yes, you have to, but for temporary residency, you don't have to get English language test. I
All
hope
right.
that
So let's move. Okay. I'm sure, Oluwaseun, your question has been answered. Let's move on to the second question that we have. How do I get someone to nominate me in Saskatchewan? I do not have any idea what that is. Do you have
yeah,
a?
yeah, yeah. It's a province in Canada. Saskatchewan is a province in Canada. So
Okay.
like I mentioned, also there's the program that allows you to indicate your interest in specific provinces is called Provincial Nominee Program. So for a program like Saskatchewan, they give points if you have a family in that province. There's a province also called Manitoba. Manitoba gives you points. So if you have a friend or a family in Manitoba, you get points for that. But Saskatchewan also give you points based on if you know or you have a family there as well. So for you to get someone that can nominate you there, they can either be your family or a close relative. So that
Okay.
way you can get points for Saskatchewan. But basically, it's the province themselves that would nominate you. You don't get nomination from people. They can only like add points to you.
Okay. All right. Mr. George Wankwa, I hope your question has been answered. Bisola, thank you once again for being a part of the show. This really means a lot to me. Thank you for honoring the invitation. Thank you for taking our time out of your busy, is it schedule or schedule? Anyone, Sha? Thank you for being a part of the show. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. I hope to bring you back again. Maybe like this time around, we'll talk about business because
Okay.
I know that like that one
I'm
stuff
down.
like hands down we go scatter
I'm
everything.
down for anything once it's you.
All right, all right, all right.
Thank you for joining this show. I'm glad I was
Thank you.
able to come on here to share some of my experience, my knowledge. Ensure you guys check me out on my social media, WeScreen,
Yep.
on YouTube.
Which queen?
I
That
share I
is.
share
Can you guys see?
videos on
I am
how
putting
to
my hand around.
navigate Canada, life in Canada, and other fun stuff. If you'd like to learn, you can always watch my videos, or you can also reach out to me on my social media. But preferably, make sure you check out the videos on YouTube. And yeah, that's it for now.
Yeah.
I hope to see you guys soon on the next show or whenever I get an invitation. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend.
And you too. Thank you, Bisola. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye
So
bye.
let me allow you to go and flex right now. And okay,
All right, now, bye guys.
have fun. Take care. All right, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Bisola came prepared and she fired away. The beauty about being outside the country is that like network no they fail. Can you see how there was no glitch in our network, my people? Nothing on Nigerian network now, yeah. The thing for them to do and oh man. Anyway, for those of you that would want to leave the country and go to Canada, I'm sure you've been equipped with enough information. If you would like to have more information about detailed information about how to immigrate down to Canada, you can check WizQueen's YouTube link and watch as many videos as possible. Look at your options. Look at the things that like you can do, and before you know it, before next year, if you are serious about it, if you are focused, I want to believe that like you'll get what you pray for, what you work towards. Okay. I am happy that you guys stayed to this point in time. Mr. Nola from North Carolina, thank you for being a part of the show. You've been one of the few people that like are always consistent. I really do appreciate you. I do not take your coming for granted. You always come around to support me. Thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. All right. On this note, I would not want to take much of your time. Right. I just came back from an Owambe not too long ago, as I said earlier, and I would want to rest. I would want to like plan for the week. I would not, like want to do a lot of things, right? I have pending jobs on ground to do. So thank you for being a part of this show. Thank you for always coming around. My name remains Adam Solofim Melajide. You can just call me Otumba Adams, aka that kind of thing. All right. See you again on Wednesday, and I believe that like by then I would have had something interesting for you to learn, for you to grow with. If you have any suggestion about this show, please leave a comment. Let me find it. Visit my email address at cooladams25@yahoo.com and leave me a feedback. If you have anything that like you would want me to talk about, if you have any suggestion about the show, something we can do to make the show much more interesting, much more fun, just let me know. I'm trying to grow here. I said something earlier that like I wanted to have 100 episodes at least this year. This is our 14th episode, and we did go, we did go, yeah, we are still moving, and by the special grace of God, we would hit our 100 episode mark for this year, and it would only take you, the audience out there, to make this a reality. I want to thank each and every one of you for always sticking around, always coming to watch. For those of you that come to watch the replay, thank you very much. You can do well by sharing this link to your friends. Share the link on Facebook, on YouTube, whatever platform you're comfortable sharing it with. Please do share it. Let more people know about this show. We'll be seeing again on Wednesday, right? Yeah, we will. Okay, then. Have a lovely weekend. If you're a Christian, do worship in your church tomorrow. Okay, I said it before now, not everybody gets to do a Sunday service. Some had theirs today, right? If you'll be having yours tomorrow, for the Muslims that had theirs on Friday, draw close to your God, be the best version of yourself, and enjoy your week. Take care.